Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Hollywood. In just a few moments, those doors behind you will open down, and your magical journey into the movies will begin. As we enter our soundstage, we ask that you please keep your parties together and refrain from eating, drinking, smoking, flash photography, or external video lighting. Once on board our vehicles, please remain seated, supervise your children, and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Thank you, and enjoy a great movie ride.
Playing a series of tough guys and gangsters, including a memorable turn as the murderous Duke Mantee in a petrified forest in 1936.
Now let that mug make a mug out of me, and don't anybody try it again. Just keep in mind that I and the boys as candidates for hanging. The first time any one of you makes a wrong move, I'm going to kill the whole lot of you.
Another actor who was launched into stardom by the gangster film was James Cagney, who actually worked alongside Bogart in several movies, including Angels with Dirty Faces.
I'm taking up with you where I left off. That was the agreement, and we're going to stick to it. Got it?
Yes,
But why?
And the Roaring Twenties.
That's right, George. You didn't get me. Take a hand off that here, Lefty. The only thing that's saving your neck is I can't book your W second. If I ever find out, I got one of you with your name on it.
Though Cagney would go on to have a long and varied career, it is probably his gangster roles for which he's best known.
Welcome aboard. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please remain seated throughout the show, keeping your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Don't forget to supervise your children. And for the safety of our cast, we ask that you please refrain from the use of flash photography or external video lighting. Now that we've taken care of business, let's talk about me. My name is Paul, and I'll be your guide for this magical journey into the movies. It's a perfect job for me because I love movies. Is everybody ready? Great, because the cameras are ready to roll. Ready when you are, CB. And we are rolling. Welcome to the Great Movie Ride. Once again, my name is Paul, and on behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, please welcome our host for this one-of-a-kind tour, Robert Osborne.
Thank you. We're ready for Hollywood indeed. What better way to start our journey? From the Old West to the rooftops of London and along the yellow brick road, there really is no place like the movies. One of Hollywood's significant contributions to the world of film were great musicals. This scene is from one of my favorites, the 1933 Busby Berkeley spectacular, Footlight Parade. Here's one of the most famous of all dance sequences. It's from the 1952 musical classic, Singing in the Rain.
And here's Gene Kelly singing in the rain. Literally.
Here's one of the quintessential Disney musicals, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. This classic earned 13 Academy Award nominations.
Chin Chin Cherie. I love this song. Sing along.
The birthplace of the gangster film, the seedy underbelly of Chicago, from The Public Enemy, starring James Cagney. Released in 1931 before strict censorship rules were enforced, Public Enemy is a gritty, realistic, and violent look at the world of gangsters of the Depression era.
Now, I love this movie. In one famous scene, James Cagney shoves a grapefruit in May Clark's face. She could never look at breakfast the same way again.
And you're going to kick in with the dog. If you don't, somebody's going to drop by here and kick your teeth out one at a time.
Shit, you know. What a blow I got
Sorry about the delay, folks. I don't want to run a red light. Not even in the movies.
Hey! Hey, you! Come here.
I'm not allowed to leave my vehicle.
I said get over here!
I think it's time for a visit to a concession stand.
Mr.
Hi.
Osborne, wait. Okay, Muggsy, whatever you say.
Hey! How did you know my name, anyways?
I've seen this movie before.
Well, the heat's on. Any fancy car is mine to get out of here, so beat it.
You're making a big mistake.
I said scream at you, you're gonna get hurt.
I said just walk out in the middle of the movie.
Go on, please, just say it.
Get out, you grinders! Everybody sit tight. Whether red lights against the law, I would never break the law. Hey, kid, watch this. No more red light. Sorry, boys, I'm making my getaway. Come on against the warden, suckers.
The legendary American wild frontier, where cowboys and their loyal steeds maintain order in towns against the untamable wilderness. John Wayne and Clint Eastwood are two of the iconic stars who epitomize this ideal of the stoic gunslinger.
Sleepy little big, ain't Nate?
That's some mighty tough territory you're getting into, brother. I think about
Now that we're in the clear, now's the perfect time to collect up all your valuables. Let's start with the jewelry and move on to the hard cash. Then if anyone has anything shiny that... I don't even want to say what we cover. Oh, this is nuts. And nuts to this. I'm getting out of here. And look at it this way. It can't get any worse.
George Lucas's Star Wars. In 1979, director Ridley Scott and Sigourney Weaver made audiences believe that in space, no one can hear you scream. This is Alien.
Hey, dollface. How do we get out of here?
Warning, remain in your vehicle. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
The emergency distress system is now activated. It will detonate when yes. The option to override.
What is that thing? There it is again! Okay, that is enough for me growing things one day, right? Wrong!
Steven Spielberg and George Lucas cemented their status as the blockbuster boys with their first partnership. Here from that legendary collaboration is Harrison Ford as archaeologist Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Snakes! Why did it have to be snakes?
Some of the biggest horror stars of Hollywood have appeared in the ancient story of a cursed Egyptian temple. A priceless jewel that beckons to all, but be warned, temptation always leads to destruction.
Oh, get a load of that chunk ice. Time for me to get back to work. Good thing I don't believe in ghost stories. Now nobody move while I go get the goods. I don't think they'd notice if you
extra bodies around here, if you know what I mean.
I've seen enough movies to know that you really shouldn't even think about trying to steal that jewel.
Don't, unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
Movie, huh?
The twist ending. That just goes to show you anything can happen in the movies. Now, let's get on with the show.
Things that go bump in the night have always been a staple in movies. One of the first horror films was a silent short featuring a dancing skeleton, created by the Lumiere brothers in 1897. Wow, it's really a jungle out there. Where are we?
This is the jungle home of one of the most famous movie characters of them all, Tarzan. The movie's most popular Tarzan is undoubtedly Johnny Whitehall, who's gone through 12 films as the King of the Jungle.
Over there we have Maureen O'Sullivan as Jane, and there we have Tarzan's sidekick Cheetah, who was portrayed by over a dozen chimpanzee actors over the years.
We both know you belong to Victor. Hard work, the thing that keeps it going.
Here's Humphrey Bogart in his most famous film role. In 1942, Bogey finally got to spread his wings and romance the beautiful Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca.
You always have pals. You didn't have one. You lost it until you came to Casablanca. You got it back last night. I've got a job to do, too. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of. Bill, I'm a jerk.
Well, his nephew Roy kept that promise 60 years later with the release of Fantasia 2000.
We've come over the rainbow and into one of the most beloved and most watched films in movie history, The Wizard of Oz.
So, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too.
Oh, rubbish. You have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops a house on you, too.
Very well. I'll bide my time. But just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
When the hell we get out of here? What do you folks think? Which way do we go?
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road? Well, why didn't I think of that? Sing along, folks. You know the words.
many more adventures waiting for you every day on TCM.
We didn't need dialogue. We had to face it.
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet. Step inside! I feel the need for a spin.
I'll be back.
They're here.
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner.
Is it safe?
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I'm a man. Nobody's perfect.
Shut up.
Force will be with you always.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
I want to be alone. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Good morning, Vietnam!
He's looking at you, kid.
Movies, the stuff that dreams are made of. I hope you've enjoyed our ultimate celebration of classic movies. And remember, you can find many more beloved stories and legendary stars on Turner Classic Movies.
On behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the great movie ride. Please remain seated until the vehicle comes to a full and complete stop. Gather your personal belongings and take small children by the hand. When these doors open, rise dramatically to your feet and make your grand exit directly to the rear of the vehicle. Oh, and one more thing. When I yell action, don't forget the thunderous applause for yours truly. Our places, everybody. And action! Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios.